first thing soldiers noticed wasn't its shape. It was the heavy, chopping whop 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 that tore through the humid air of Vietnam. The Bell AH-1 Cobra wasn't just another helicopter, it was a message that said a hunter had entered the battlefield. Before the Cobra, helicopters mainly transported troops and supplies and were dangerously vulnerable to enemy fire. But this slim, aggressive aircraft, built by Bell Helicopter Textron, was designed from the start purely for combat. Widely recognized as the world's first true dedicated attack helicopter, its tandem cockpit, narrow frontal profile, and chin-mounted gun that could aim independently of the aircraft's direction turned it into a fast, agile predator. Originally conceived as a rapid, almost improvised solution for Vietnam, it proved so successful that its design DNA still echoes in modern attack helicopters. Strip away the mythology and nostalgia, and what was the AH-1 Cobra really? It wasn't a transport retrofitted with weapons. It was built for war from day one, not to carry troops, not to evacuate casualties, to strike. First flown in 1965 and deployed to combat by 1967, it arrived in a moment when transports like the Bell UH-1 Iroquois were flying into intense fire with little protection. Bell engineers took the Huey's proven engine and rotor system and wrapped them in a slimmer fuselage. The result was a lean, harder-to-hit helicopter that pilots described as agile, almost twitchy. Its stub wings carried rockets and added lift at speed. This wasn't a modified bus, it was a flying gun platform with just enough helicopter around it to stay airborne. Born from urgent necessity in Vietnam, the Cobra moved from concept in 1965 to combat in 1967, an astonishingly fast development cycle. In chaotic jungle warfare with no clear front lines, it excelled. It arrived quickly, flew low, and delivered precise, overwhelming firepower. Pilots nicknamed it Snake, both for its shape and for the way it struck. More importantly, it proved helicopters could be hunters, not just support vehicles, and that realization permanently reshaped aerial warfare. On paper, the numbers tell part of the story. The early AH-1G variant carried a two-man crew, measured about 16 meters in length, and weighed roughly 2.9 tons empty, with a maximum takeoff weight around 4.5 tons. Powered by a Lycoming T53 turboshaft engine, producing between 1,100 and 1,400 shaft horsepower, it was lighter than later attack helicopters, which translated directly into faster acceleration and tighter maneuvering. With a top speed near 277 kilometers per hour and a combat range around 570 kilometers, it was exceptionally capable for an armed helicopter of the late 1960s. Its true strength, however, was mobility, the ability to accelerate, fire, and reposition before the enemy could react. For the Cobra, speed was armor. If it looked dangerous, its weapons ensured that impression was accurate. The rotating chin turret allowed the gunner to aim independently of the helicopter's direction, enabling faster reactions in unpredictable attack angles. Armed with the 7.62mm M134 minigun, a 40mm grenade launcher, Hydra 70 rockets, and later a 20mm cannon, the Cobra packed serious firepower. The introduction of Tau anti-tank missiles was a turning point, allowing it to destroy armored vehicles from over 3 kilometers away, often beyond the effective range of ground defenses. Combined with hunter-killer tactics, where a scout helicopter identified targets and the Cobra struck quickly before disappearing, it became devastatingly effective. In Vietnam alone, it logged over 1 million operational flight hours, a testament not just to usage, but to trust. The Cobra continued to evolve. The AH-1G proved the concept. The AH-1Q added Tau missiles. The AH-1F improved targeting systems and engine performance for all-weather capability. Twin-engine versions, like the AH-1J Cobra and AH-1W Super Cobra, improved survivability for naval operations, while the modern AH-1Z Viper introduced advanced avionics and composite rotor blades. Instead of discarding the design, engineers refined it for decades. That longevity speaks to how fundamentally sound the original blueprint was. The AH-1 Cobra earned its reputation in real combat. From 1967 onward, it escorted transports, scouted ahead, and neutralized threats before they could strike. Flying low and fast along treetops, popping up to fire and dropping back into cover, it turned aerial ambush into an art form. Its presence alone carried psychological weight. That unmistakable rotor sound signaled one thing to those below: danger was coming from above. Thank you so much for staying with us until the end of this video. Don't forget to leave a comment and share your thoughts with us. Make sure to hit the like button if you enjoyed the video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content like this.